Hello YouTube, this is Transient Stacker. Still out here on the road, making sure your grocery stores are stocked with food. Risking my life, risking getting the virus, but happy to be working. And so anyways, I was watching my last video and I felt like I didn't do a good job explaining my point. The point I was trying to make in the first two videos. And what I'm trying to say is that even though I don't believe that gold and silver would be used after a doomsday event, I'm not saying that if you're a doomsday prepper, you shouldn't be stacking gold and silver. What I'm saying is you shouldn't be a doomsday prepper. You should be an all-around prepper. You should be prepping for the small things and the large things, whether it's losing your job or wrecking your car or something bigger like a pandemic or World War III. Because there are a lot of scenarios where gold and silver would come in very handy. And one of the hidden benefits that I've discovered about stacking gold and silver is this is a safety net. You know, that's what I was trying to explain in my first video, that, you know, like back when I was in my 20s and I lost my job, I had to sell all my electronic stuff, my TV and DVD player and stereo, video games, whatever I had to sell it to keep from losing my place and being homeless. So, you know, that was my safety net back then. But now I have my stack, and if I had to, I could sell this. You know, if I was one of the many people out of work right now, I could sell my gold and silver, and that would save me from whatever bad situation, you know, not being able to pay my bills or whatever. So I once saw a video about how back in World War II, many lives were saved by wedding rings. Because back then, the last thing of value people would hold on to was their wedding rings. So when the Nazis invaded and they had to flee their homes and head out on the road with all their belongings, everything they could gather together, eventually, while they were out on the road, they'd run out of money and sell off all their possessions, but the last thing they'd hold on to was their wedding rings. So eventually, when they got to a border guard they needed a bribe, or a plane or ship ticket they needed to buy, they had their wedding ring to save them. So this is one of the things about stacking, you know. It's much like that scenario, that if we had to run out the door, I mean, you look at this right here is my gold. I have over $10,000 worth of gold right here. And this little bag I could just grab and run out the door with. So there are many scenarios where definitely be good to have gold and silver. You know, from getting fired from your job or having to go on the run. And you may say, well, that would never happen, you know, our country would never get invaded. But I think the days of us saying this could never happen are past. I mean, we're seeing right now it can and does happen. I mean, I've experienced a lot in my life, you know. I've lived a long time. I'm 47 years old, and I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen the LA riots, Northridge earthquake, 9/11, all these things, all these events I've lived through don't compare to what's going on right now. And I'm glad I have my gold and silver to deal with this scenario, whatever comes. And I'm hoping that things just get better and I can go back to stacking and not have to sell any of this. But there's many people out there that are going to have to sell their gold and their silver, whether it's their jewelry or their coins or whatever it is. You know, they might have to sell their electronic goods, everything. A lot of people are going through hard times right now. And when I got into stacking, I found that there are many hidden benefits that I didn't realize that just were part of stacking. Like, it's an enjoyable hobby. I got into this just to force myself to save money, but then I found a hobby that I really enjoyed, and I also built up a safety net here. A safety net I could use if things get bad. And that's what I'm trying to say, that listen, there's going to be a lot of new preppers after this, and I'm going to be one of them. And if you're a prepper, be an all-around prepper. Prepare for all the bad things that are going to come your way. And hopefully, you know, there won't be many, but there's definitely going to be some. And don't just prepare for doomsday. Prepare for every type of bad day. So that was the point I was trying to make. If you're having a bad day right now, if you're having a bad month, a bad year, hope it gets better. And remember, you know, this is a safety net. And if it comes down to it, it could save you. It could save your life, or it could save you from being homeless, or save you from whatever, having to move back with your parents or something, you know. Anyways, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time, hopefully in better times.